What is up, my lovely Libras? I am Meg, your Elemental Empress here to do your reading from March the 6th until March the 9th. And first, I'd like to go over a little bit about what's going on in the sky. I got to do a little rewind to Sunday, right? So, Sunday, there was beautiful alignment with Chiron, Mercury, and Venus in the sky. And the reason I'm bringing up Sunday is because it's good for the whole week nearly. Now, this beautiful aspect, it has to do with being able to give and to receive apologies, which is always a great thing. I love a good apology when it's deserved, you know what I mean? So, going from that, when you're watching this video, or as this video is being published, Mercury and Venus are both moving into Aries on the 6th. And now Mercury in Aries is going to be way more on point in our fire sign. So Mercury in Aries, it's very quick. Very quick. It's quick, fast, and in a hurry, and it's really good. But it can be a little bit fiery. Like, it can be a little bit of a forked tongue on it, because it is a fire sign. And but Mercury is definitely functioning way better than it was in Pisces. In Pisces, it's in its, like, dream state. But Venus, here's the thing. Mercury goes from its fall in Pisces and gets a little bit better as we go into Aries, but Venus is in its fall in Aries. So now what does that mean for us? Venus being in its fall in Aries means, yeah, things can like heat up real quick and be real passionate, but they're over just as fast. And you tend to not have as much patience with the people around you. And the people who are closest to you, family members, loved ones, co-workers, stuff like that, you tend to not have as much patience. So, just be aware of that. Like, forewarned is forearmed. And if, something is to come up, then, just look at that person as they just can't handle the celestial environment as well as you can. And that's why you're forewarned, you know what I mean? Because you're forearmed. So, and then the biggie is on the 9th, some places the 8th, depending on where you are in the world. But on the 9th here on the east coast of America, Jupiter goes retrograde. Now, I've had a lot of people in, like the past, like, couple of weeks, well, actually a couple of months, turn to me and be like, oh my goodness, Jupiter's gone retrograde, this is going to be so bad, and blah, blah, blah. No. Alright, so for my Librans, this is actually really good. Jupiter is going retrograde in your second house. Now, your second house of resources, of self-worth, of your money, the money that you make, right? So, any ideas that you've had, my Librans, for making money, for, building up your own self-worth, building up your own net worth, too, right? Jupiter's going back over all these ideas that you had, right? And picking them all up and then rolling them all back out for you, right? So all of the beneficial things of these ideas that you've had but you didn't put into play in the past 4 months since it's gone into Scorpio, will be brought back up again, and you will get surprises in these areas of your own self-worth and of your own self-worth and of your own financial worth. So that is really beautiful, my Librans. So what I offer here for you for the cards for these few days. First, I'm going to pull an overall card for you from the Tarot of the Tattoo Age. And then we're going to move on, and I'm going to use the Tarot of 8 Coins by Lana Zellner. And we're going to do a 5-card spread, and we're going to go from there. Okay. You know what? I shuffled these because I redid the Libra video too. So, it actually came out, and I thought it came out because I hadn't shuffled enough, apparently. It just wanted to come out. So you may have something to do with a Virgo as well, my Librans. They got this as their central theme for their stuff, or is that just my Librans are just looking good and they're, top of their game. They could be single, but even if they are, they're top of their game. This is like the business owner. This is like, the person that you want to be. They look good. They have money. They have their stuff together. That is good stuff, my Librans, right? So that's either you or someone around you, but that is your theme for these few days here. And so is Virgos, which is crazy. And I did that twice because of that. So I was saying it's sticking. Alrighty. So for these cards, and these cards, both sets of cards are absolutely beautiful. I put the website for the Tarot of the Tattoo Age in the about of last week's, and I can, just reference them. You can find them on Facebook. And these are the Tarot of the 8 Coins by Lana Zellner. And man, like, I waited a long time to get these. I'd seen them on the internet, and I was like, I gotta have them, and then I couldn't find them anywhere, but Google them, you can find them now, and they're great. Alright. I'm going to show one more time. Alrighty. My Librans. So, yeah, that's a pretty good house to have that going back over. And then the culmination of that will be in July, right? When Jupiter goes direct again. That's when the culmination of that will be. But you need to understand, too, and I said this to Virgo as well, and I think there's a reason that I need to say this to you, too. If you, it's 3 times the work while a planet is in retrograde to get the benefits from it. But when you do 3 times the work, you'll get 3 times that work back at the end. Alright, so the next, until July, right? Till July, I want my Librans and my Virgos. If you guys got something to do with each other, I would not be surprised, but I would like my Librans and my Virgos to work really hard at what's going on with their houses, right? With those 2 houses. With the Virgos, it's the 3rd house. With you guys, it's the 2nd house. But I can see how they both have things to do with each other, given that the 3rd house is a lot of business stuff and whatnot. So if you do know a Virgo and you are a Libra, that is probably somebody you should be talking to. Okay. Alright, that's it. Okay. Alright, so this is the 7 of Wands in the upright. You got it in the reverse. There's something that you just don't feel like standing up for, And we'll carry on, right? Because it's always confusing to me. Like, you just don't want to stand up for it anymore. You just don't want to. Alright, so, and here we have the 6 of Swords here, right? And this is in your deep past, but this is not moving forward. This is not going to calmer water. This is a whole lot of I'm not, no, not me, I'm not doing this. Okay, so then in your recent past, you have the 4 of Swords. This is like taking like a mental break, like taking a serious break away, and basically locking yourself away inside of your head. Could be in the hospital. Could be in the hospital, but I see you not wanting, just not wanting to move forward, just wanting to be in your own head. There's a lot of, headspace stuff that's going on here, Libra, which is weird. Okay, so, and this is the 3 of Wands, and I think Virgo also got this as well. Pretty sure. Okay, so, it came up like this, just like it did in the Virgo reading, but this is what's crowning you now, right? it's being able to see that you have this dream, right? And that if you apply it, that your ships will come in, but it's still got that same vibe of, I don't want to do it, right? Like, I'm not gonna do it. Just stuck. There's a lot of stuckness here. Okay. And you have the 5 of coins. And I mean, here it's such a lovely 5 of coins. It's hard to, you know, hate it for what it is. And this is, you know, feeling put out in the cold, you know? But I think it's more like you didn't stand up for yourself. Maybe you weren't in a position to stand up for yourself. Maybe this, I don't always see this, like, but denoting some kind of a sickness, you know? Like your heart is just not in it. Okay. Yeah, so you have the Fool reversed on the bottom, and this is how we got here, right? So this is just, it's acting foolishly, you know? Acting foolishly, and you acting, like, check her out this way. She's so cool. She's sniffing the flower, but there's a snake about to bite her face, and she's got no idea, right? I love this Fool. But this could absolutely be acting foolishly, got you to somewhere that you did not want to be, Libra, and I'm wondering if it had to do with a Virgo, considering the cards that came up in the Libra and the Virgo reading in general. I'm gonna put her to the side, right? And Virgo had somebody from the past, and there was some swords involved. But let's clarify here with the Radiant Rider-Waite mini. But I'm not seeing a lot of Pentacle cards except for the 9 of Pentacles that, you know, is right up at the top. Okay. Let's see here, Libra. You have, you know, some fiery, well, we get 2 Pentacle cards. We end with the 5 of Pentacles, right? I'm not feeling that one. Okay. So I want to know what this is. What was it not worth standing up for? Like, what? Okay, so you got the Virgo card. Maybe you didn't defend someone who was Virgo. Maybe you should have, like, stood up for somebody. Or they, inclined, could have stood up for you, you know? Like, Let's see here. And not going anywhere, like, there was a decision made to not go anywhere, right, my Libras? So this is like a serious decision. It's the Judgment card, you know? It's like walking through the dark night of the soul, too, and this is a very, like, there's a lot of heaviness here, for some reason, like, and I think it's attached to somebody from your past, because in this position where you have, you know, somebody acting foolishly, not able to have a new beginning, you know, type of thing, but I think it's more of somebody acting foolishly in the reverse there. Like, truly foolishly, like doing, you know, and absolutely, it could be the sign of Aries, you know, could be involved here too, because we do have some Wands cards. The Judgment, you know, walking through the dark night of the soul, it could have been brought upon by like this cast of characters, you know what I mean? This cast of characters that in some way kind of, you know, like, messed each other over, right? So if this isn't you, right? And notice how she's wearing a mask, right? She's wearing a mask, you know, and like maybe to you, like, there was some falseness or something. But there's also a bird with her, and birds denote, in cartomancy, birds denote, like a message, right? So maybe you're receiving a message from this Virgo about, you know, a lapse in judgment, or that, like, either you or them not standing up for one another, right? So, okay, let's go to this 4 of Swords here. Maybe it'll clarify the, I don't know. We'll go to the 4 of Swords. Okay, so the Magician. Alright, so this could, like a Virgo could have pulled away from you, right? So you have the Magician here, and the Magician usually means manifestation, but with all this Virgo cards and whatnot, I usually don't like to put the Magician to anyone, but Virgo and Gemini have a lot to do with the Magician, because they're both ruled by Mercury, and this person could have pulled away from you, but you're hearing some type of like a message or something from them. And that could be what it is. Let's see, all right, yeah. So the not going anywhere on your dreams, but you're also getting the Ace of Wands, right? So it is a creative endeavor that you're trying to pull off here, and it looks like somebody's actually trying to help you out, and like because the hands are facing each other, and once again you've got the birds. You can see the birds in this card. So the card's like this, and then we have the other card coming in like this, and somebody is handing you another wand, and a Four of Wands would be stability. So maybe this person that it doesn't look like you get along with, or whatever, or maybe at one point, or they're trying to make you now, because it is what's crowning you, stable, right? Okay, so you have your card, the Justice card, right? Card of Libra, and the Five of Coins. So either you or this, I'm going to say Virgo, was put out, and it looks more like the Virgo. And then you have, again, the Fool, the sign of Aries. I don't read these in the reverse because they're so small, and I have giant, huge hands. So yeah, the sign of Aries. Let's do one more sign here. And you've been waiting, like waiting for something, waiting for a response, waiting for, I don't know. Let's check it out one more time then, right? Guess we're nosy. No, we need to know. Oh, I do. Okay, so you've been waiting for stability, and boom, that's exactly what I was talking about right here. You feel like a situation made you unstable, and it could definitely have to do with a Virgo, an Aries, and you. Absolutely. But you're waiting for somebody to give you that other stick and make you the Four of Wands and make you stable. And the next step here, sweetheart, is you come out with the Four of Wands, right? And here it shows you waiting, the Seven of Pentacles, right? And the Wands. But there was some kind of injustice. So injustice, right? Like putting someone out brought about justice, although that is your card, right? But it still brought about some form of justice and a new beginning, right? Because it's the Fool. But you've waited, and you've sown seeds, or somebody else has, and sown seeds. And here we go, like this Four of Wands, it could also be the marriage card too, because you see the little people in the back there? Is a married couple. So you could be waiting on that. And on the back, we have the Hierophant. So it could absolutely have to do with marriage, with the hospital, like I was saying before. It could have to do with, court systems. And it could have to do with, like, organized religion. So, there you have it. Okay. Alright, my Libras, I hope you like that. So like and share and subscribe to my channel, because I will be back. And if you would like a reading with me, then just look in the about below and hit me up on my email. Alright, check it.